few familiar faces.
Hi.
Hello.
Awkward moment. Prince William reaches for a handshake from Geri Horner before she goes in for a hug as they team up during Royals' Whirlwind UK tour to launch his initiative aimed at ending homelessness. This is the awkward moment. Prince William appeared to reach for a handshake, only to be met with a very friendly hug from Geri Horner. The Prince of Wales, 41, seemed to want to keep their greeting more professional, while former Spice Girl Geri appeared keen to share a friendlier welcome with the future king by ignoring his outstretched hand in favor of a hug. Prince William teamed up with Geri this afternoon as he made the third stop of his whirlwind 48-hour tour of the UK to launch his project aimed at ending homelessness. His initiative, called Homewards, seeks to make rough sleeping, sofa surfing and other forms of temporary accommodation a thing of the past. It will focus on 6 locations, one of which is in London, with others in Dorset and Newport. 3 are yet to be announced. The Prince of Wales made his first stop to the first location this morning, visiting Mosaic Clubhouse in Lambeth, South London, which supports people in the borough who have mental health conditions. This was followed by a second visit this afternoon to the Faithworks Carpentry Workshop in Bournemouth. Faithworks is a charity which runs practical projects in urban Dorset, with the aim of ending loneliness, food poverty and homelessness of all sorts. He crossed the border into Wales to make his third stop of the day, visiting Maindee Primary School in Newport, where he was joined by former Spice Girl Geri as he met with pupils at the school. Geri, who is an advocate for the project, joined William as they learned about how educational facilities can help support children and their families by preventing homelessness by intervening as early as possible. The former pop star praised the school, describing it as positive and saying it was inspiring for the pupils. Prince William's appointment in Newport followed his earlier engagements in Bournemouth and London. During his visit to the Mosaic Clubhouse in London, William was snapped with a familiar face, big issue seller Dave Martin, who he met last summer during an engagement selling copies of the magazine. He also spoke with other Clubhouse members, who opened up about their experiences of homelessness and how the center has helped them. The focus of his trip was how to break the association between suffering from mental health conditions and subsequently finding themselves on the streets. While at the clubhouse, he met with representatives from Old Spike Roastery, a specialty coffee social enterprise that offers the homeless community employment opportunities. The royal also gave a short speech, during which he said he was delighted to be at the Mosaic Clubhouse and described how it had been inspiring to hear about the organization's vital work, which attempts to break the link between mental health challenges and homelessness. During his speech, William discussed the impact that visits to homeless shelters with his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, had made on him. She first took him to homeless charity The Passage when he was a schoolboy. He said, "My first visit to a homelessness shelter was when I was 11 with my mother. The visits we made left a deep and lasting impression. I met so many extraordinary people and listened to so many heartbreaking personal stories. Too many people have found themselves without a stable and permanent place to call home. Through these visits, I have seen firsthand the breadth and complexities of homelessness. A personal thank you to people such as Dave Wilson, who is here today, and who gave me an induction in selling the big issue last summer." William, who is patron of Centerpoint and The Passage, thanked these organizations for helping him to understand not just their own work, but the tremendous impact of the sector more widely. He continued, "I know that great strides have been made, with success stories proving that progress is possible. Here in the UK, there is a strong tradition of collaboration between local authorities and the voluntary sector, and it is exciting to see social enterprises providing opportunities to people at risk of homelessness." And he revealed that he had been inspired by work done in Finland, showing that deep collaboration across the public, private and third sector, backed by a long-term commitment, can put places on a path to ending homelessness. The royal concluded his speech saying, "So, I am pleased to stand here today to officially at the start of our path to ending homelessness. Over the next 5 years, I believe that we have a unique opportunity to develop innovative new solutions and scale tangible impact. This will inspire belief throughout the UK and beyond that homelessness can be ended for good. I am delighted to be at the beginning of that journey launching Homewards here in Lambeth. Lambeth will become part of a network of 6 flagship Homewards locations across the UK, all committed to creating and delivering a plan to prevent homelessness in their areas. They will all put collaboration at the heart of the response, forming locally led coalitions of committed people, organizations, and businesses. And we will be here to support you." bringing together an unprecedented network of individuals and organizations with expertise, resources, and the commitment to end homelessness. We will support you to deliver sustainable change, and I'm so grateful to you all for joining us on this journey. Through Homewards, we will demonstrate that together we can finally end homelessness. Following the London trip, he headed south, where he made a stop at the Faithworks Carpentry Workshop in Bournemouth. During this visit to Faithworks, a charity which operates in urban Dorset, he announced the second of the 6 locations as Bournemouth, Christchurch, and Poole. At Faithworks Carpentry Workshop, trainees learn practical woodworking skills and techniques. They are also able to benefit from one-on-one support with life issues and building relationships within a supportive community. Prince William's visit put the spotlight on how empowering people with skills can help get them into employment, and therefore prevent the cycle of repeat homelessness. During the trip, he spoke with trainees about how the support they have received in the workshop has been transformative, and about their hopes for the future. And he got his hands dirty, using a lathe in the carpentry workshop. After helping to carve the bulb planter tool, William, who wore a mask and goggles for health and safety purposes, described the experience as hypnotic. He added jokingly, "I am good at destructive things like destructive gardening, but not so much constructive things. So this is a different take." William was shown how the center provides training and support to help people move into education and employment. The carpentry workshop, which first opened in 2018, uses donated and recycled wood to create goods to be sold by local businesses, such as a kitchen chopping board presented to the prince. Daniel Matthews, 43, one of the trainees, praised William for using his high profile and position to back the center and tackle the issue of homelessness. He said, "It is important he is willing to take his time and show people at the top have a touch with people who are perceived to be at the bottom." Lewis Phelps Vanderl, 47, added, "He was born into it, wasn't he? He's just a lad really. It's nice that someone that high up is taking an interest in local charities." Clayton James, 41, said, "It shows his heart is in a good place, and he wants to get to the roots of common problems in England and help people from disadvantaged backgrounds, and help them flourish and gain skills, and highlight to a wider audience the problems on the streets." Explaining the support of the service, he added, "We all go through times where we could be self-conscious or lost in life, and it's like a gentle guidance back into learning to socialize and be productive in a positive way." Following his 3 visits today, the prince will continue his short tour tomorrow. Then, he will continue to speak about the Homewards program, which he says has been inspired by similar work in Finland, which has made huge strides in reducing the problem of homelessness. The prince's 5-year program, which will initially focus on 6 locations, from which local businesses, organizations, and individuals from the locations will be encouraged to join forces and develop bespoke action plans to tackle homelessness, with up to £500,000 in funding. Announcing the project ahead of kicking off his UK tour, William said, "In a modern and progressive society, everyone should have a safe and secure home, be treated with dignity, and given the support they need. Through Homewards, I want to make this a reality, and over the next 5 years, give people across the UK hope that homelessness can be prevented when we collaborate." He added, "I am fortunate to have seen firsthand the tireless work of people and organizations across the sector, the tangible impact their efforts can have, and what can be done when communities are able to focus on preventing homelessness rather than managing it. It's a big task, but I firmly believe that by working together, it is possible to make homelessness rare, brief, and unrepeated. And I am very much looking forward to working with our 6 locations to make our ambition a reality." Homes will be a focus of the program, with each location supported to deliver an innovative housing project that will test new ways to unlock homes at scale within the location and beyond. The 6 chosen areas, which includes the one in London, were selected after a bidding process, and the findings and results of the initiative will be used to create models that can be adopted by other parts of the UK. There are around 300,000 people experiencing homelessness across the UK on any given night, according to Matt Downey, chief executive of the charity Crisis, one of a number of homelessness partner organizations of Homewards. Mr. Downey described the factors pushing people into homelessness as complex, citing a severe shortage of genuinely affordable homes, rising rents, the increasing cost of living, years of low wages, and insecure work that have left people unable to cope with sudden economic shocks, and a welfare system unable to support them. Relying on temporary solutions like hostels and bed and breakfasts was costing billions, he claimed, adding, "Homelessness is not inevitable as a provider of services to thousands of people across Britain every year. We know that in most cases it's preventable, and in every case it can be ended." He went on to say, "The best way to tackle homelessness is to stop it happening in the first place. We've seen it in other countries such as Finland, where homelessness is all but ended. And we've seen it when we follow innovative programs that give people housing first. We know we can do the same here with the right choices and by working together." With levels of homelessness only set to increase, innovative programs like Homewards are more necessary than ever. A new survey commissioned by the Royal Foundation revealed 1 in 5 of 3,473 adults questioned in May have some personal experience of homelessness, either directly, 9%, or via family, 8%, or friends, 7%. The research found 72% of those questioned thought homelessness had got worse during the past 12 months, while 73% believed that ending homelessness was not given enough attention by society. While giving his first interview since becoming the Prince of Wales, William discussed his commitment to helping the homeless. He said he is determined to make a difference that doesn't set people up that are homeless for another fall. The 130,000-acre Duchy of Cornwall spans from Cornwall to Kent and includes estates in Newquay and Dorchester, which comprise of a mix of private and some affordable housing. When asked by the Sunday Times whether there are plans for affordable homes on Duchy land, William said, "Absolutely. Social housing. You'll see that when it's ready. I'm no policy expert, but I push it where I can." Described by the paper as a curveball which aides were not expecting, William indicated that he will start small with the housing, and if the scheme does well, will look to increase the amount available. William said, "It's all very well doing big gestures, but there's no point if there's no future to it.